we've all met already, and I've already talked about this earlier today. So I'm kind of just like, I get to give like lunar landing pads part 2, which I'm honored for an encore, so thank you so much. Yeah, so the goal overall is a reliable initial landing pad, paving the way towards a cislunar economy, ideally converting the success rate of landings from 50% to 80%. We just picked those numbers. I don't know if they're actually based on fact, but I do get a gut feeling that that's like pretty accurate to like the risk of a lunar landing pad or not having a lunar landing pad right now. Potential landing structures. We discussed a bit about like, should we do single-use deployment? Should we do laser sintering? Will that create glass? On-vehicle landing pad deployment, maybe like the chopstick situation with Starship. Or binder particles. Can you, over time, can you spread a thin layer of particles over the landing pad and then you like land and it sinters it, then you spread more over it, and then you land and sinters it. And that one actually caught my attention because at least like it continues to build up the landing pad. It makes it scalable with the launch vehicle innovations. Like if we keep building bigger rockets, will this keep a pace with the size of the rockets? This is also kind of a good innovation because it means that you're sort of filling in those cracks that get generated when you're landing over time. So I've found that quite interesting. I've got an example timeline, 2024, maybe we start demonstrating a blast shield. That's kind of one of the more important parts of this. Also flattening the landing area should be somewhat early in this process, but demonstrating the power of a blast shield and how it protects the infrastructure around it. If we could demonstrate that here on Earth, that'd be cool. Yeah, building the blast shield, 1G landing demonstration, maybe demonstrating a landing pad here, flattening a landing area on the moon in 2027, why not? A single-use landing pad, perhaps. 2030, establish a communication and PNT system. Maybe we could do that earlier. Anyways, there's a lot to consider when it comes to the timelines. So, what do we want to do now? I request $5,000 to develop my lunar landing pad working group / develop the ConOps and ultimately pitch this concept of a lunar landing pad mission to OSIP, to SBIR. There are already RFPs that are out there looking for this. Maybe I will corner Alex McDonald, NASA's chief economist. I'll corner him at IAC, and I'm just going to be like, this is why we need this. And hopefully that works. I'm charming, I don't know. And I would like to develop the order of operations, the overall ConOps of how we're going to build this lunar landing pad. I'm trying to avoid starting a startup. I've tried it before, and it failed. So I don't know if I want to start a company, but I'm interested in the concept of it. I'm open to it. For now, I just want to explore what are the ConOps for this. I'll accept any questions now.